Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world. Goddamn cryptocurrency. That's right. Today we're talking about the drip garden, and I don't know if I'm being stupid or foolish, but I was looking at some things, some stats, data over the past few days, and I just decided to pretty much start going for it. I want to try and get myself into as high position in the drip market the drip garden, world, global stats ranking, right? I want to get up as high as possible. So it's my aim now, my current DeFi degen goal is to get right up there in the drip garden, into the top 10, then the top 5. Then I've been looking at that number 1. Does look impossible to get there. Got a bit of a funny story as well to tell you about, some Twitter stuff that was happening with the drip garden. We'll get into all that in today's video about degenning into the drip garden to basically try time that drip pump, which we're all seriously hoping for. And before we get into that, shameless plug, we're doing an AMA. It's actually the first AMA I've ever done for any project that I've ever done. I generally don't like AMAs, but we're launching our website for the Shitcoin Club. It's a NFT collection with proven rarity and hidden Easter egg traits. The NFTs are also going to offer you passive income and entry into the Degen DeFi wallet and the Shitcoin Club DAO. The collection is not yet available, but the page will be revealed, and the roadmap for the road ahead is also going to be revealed in this AMA. Now you're thinking, it's just an AMA, I'll catch it later. You can catch it later, you can catch it later on this very YouTube channel, or tune in on Thursday. So AMA is going to be in the Crypto Mischief chat Telegram, not the DAO, so anyone can come into the chat, link in the description for the chat channel, right? It will be on the 30th March at 12 p.m. UTC. I know for some people it's not a very convenient time, but for me that is a pretty good time. It's about 8 p.m. in the evening after the day is kind of ended for me. I'm winding down. I'm able to sit down, relax, and talk a bit on the AMA, answering the questions. Now, what question am I going to ask? Ask me anything. That's the whole point, right? And if you do submit questions to me in this Google form, which the link is in the description for it, right? You just get into the Google form, write me some questions. We're going to be picking some winners. I'm giving to 7 winners. We're going to have 5 whitelist spots for the mint of the NFTs. You're going to get 20% off on the whitelist, on the mint price with the whitelist spot, right? I'm also giving away a legacy NFT. What is a legacy NFT? Well, before I did release a batch of NFTs, 390 were sold, right? Of these legacy NFTs, which give you access to the Degen DeFi wallet, the mobile wallet, which already exists. This one here, you can check out your fortune hunters, you can check out your drip, you can check out your animal farm, which we're talking about, check out your garden, things like that, all in the Degen wallet. We have a huge update to run on that, by the way, but we haven't done it yet because we're building, right? So you can actually use the legacy NFT for that now, and by owning the legacy NFT, one of which I'm giving away, you're also going to be able to mint yourself out a new Shitcoin Club NFT with that legacy one too. So that's a really great NFT to have, and I'm going to give one away, just one. They're like gold dust now, yeah. And your legacy NFT is going to mint your Shitcoin Club NFT, and that NFT is also going to say on it, Shitcoin Club Legacy NFT. Only, 405. There will only be 405 legacy NFTs out of the 9,999 collection, which also is a lot of rarity for you there. So that's cool. And giving away $200 of Ethereum. Yeah. If your question's chosen. So I'm going to choose 7 questions from the given questions. I've already got more than 7 that have been submitted, so that's cool. Go through them tomorrow, choose them, and if your question is used in the AMA, I will be sending you a little gift from me to you. Now let's get into the Drip Garden chat, right? So Drip Garden is cool. I've made so much money from the Drip Garden, and I've only got one garden. I was thinking about this when I was researching the Drip Marketing DAO, which is a bunch of great guys who are using the power of the Drip Garden to make a marketing fund to advertise to different areas in Asia, essentially is what they're using it for. That's cool. I'm very much behind them. And if you do want to get into the drip garden today, I urge you, please don't use my referral link. Use theirs, right? It's here, Drip Marketing DAO. I'll link their Twitter in the description. Just use theirs, right? Because they're going to be using it to help the Drip network. I'm going to be using it to help myself. I'm being honest here, right? It's a referral link. What else are they for, right? King of the shills, king of the shills. So the Drip Garden, you use BUSD and Drip liquidity tokens, which is great because as Drip's been falling like holy hell, the BUSD's actually been protecting the price a little bit, pretty well for us, right? And we put them in here. They're locked in forever, and we get ourselves out roughly 3% daily in a variable yield, but right now it's around about 1.5% because the balance of the Drip Garden has been going down recently. It's down to 239,000 LP tokens. I think the all-time high was around about 500,000, if I remember correctly. I've just been going at this for so long, and the plants, I remember when I made 1 million plants and I thought I'd just change the world. That was about 6 months ago. Now, I'm up to 7 billion plants. And I've started really aggressively depositing into this now after I'd realized that there was a lot of stats online that I didn't know about on June, right? Cool. This is the all-time chart of drip garden farmers, right? You can see here, number one, right here, that wallet has 129 billion plants. This is on a bit of a delay, like a 1 day delay. So with me right now, sitting at where's my wallet? There I am, right? So I'm at the moment, I'm number 30 all time in the garden with 7,654 plants. Let's verify that. Yeah, that's me. Right there. Okay. So long story short, anyway, so what I did was the other day that got me in a little bit of tat in Twitter was I put my wallet in and I pressed enter. Then I went away. Then when I came back, I must have been going through the top wallets in here. And for some reason, it didn't settle on the top. It settled kind of like, I guess, on page 2. And then I don't know what happened. Maybe my internet connection or something, but it just didn't refresh. So I was, a bit tired. I was just looking at it. I was like, oh, I'm only about 10% away. So I looked at it and I was like, okay, so there's me here, right? So that's my wallet for the garden with 798 referrals, which is unbelievable. That's a lot of referrals. I had no idea I had that many. And sitting quite good in rank 2. But at that time I was a bit lower. I had about 3 million plants. 3 billion plants. And I thought, and I looked at it like, if I only deploy about 10 or 20% of my drip BUSD right now, I'll be able to take the top spot. But then when I put that on Twitter, of course, there was a keyboard warrior. He got pretty angry. He actually came into the Crypto Mischief chat, the one we're doing the AMA in as well. And then he went really riled up. He's like, you idiot! You fooled yourself! You made a fool of yourself in front of the whole world by saying that you could have taken the garden, and now everyone's laughing at you, Richie, you fucking idiot. So, we banned him. I continued on with my life. But yeah, so it turns out the top guy in the garden is not so close. He is 129 billion plants, and I'm only at 7 billion plants. But I gained on him by quite a bit. So he's there. He's got 11% share of the entire garden. But this other guy here, who is at second place, and he has 46 billion plants. That's I'm about 600% away from him. And this is the guy I'm going to gun for, because then the closer we get here, then we've got a couple guys on 20, and then guys just cupping 10. So I think I can easily start breaking into this top 10 of the garden quite soon through my new strategy, which is put in loads of money into the drip garden, and we're just going to continue that strategy right now. So here I have the drip account, and first thing we have to do is I have $113 worth of LP here, 51 LP. So I'm not doing the general strategy. Actually, we're going to try something different because there's no reason to just 100% compound anything. I just don't believe it, right? So I'm basically selling every time. I'm done compounding the garden ever again. I'm not going to compound it. But I'm going to be taking LP, making more LP, sending some LP back into the farm section where I'm holding more LP, and also sending some back into the garden with some more boosted LP, if that makes any sense. So just to show you what my strategy, it might be completely wrong. I'm going to do it for a while. I want to try find some way that I'm going to get better advantage in this. And I know I can keep watching this chart of my wallet here, right? And then see how that's doing for me compared to other people now that I've got my eye on this all-time chart. Because I need to sneak up there from having my B4D at 0.6% share. I need to get that up to 1% is the goal, right? So I need to get 7 billion plants. I need to times that by 10 essentially, right? How am I going to do that? I'm going to start putting almost everything I'm taking out of the garden back into the garden, but not by compounding. I'm going to be withdrawing it, sending some to the farm and sending it back in. I just want to see if this works. It does work on other miners that are older, and I want to see if it is going to work in the drip garden or not. Let me know in the comments if you've done any research on this. It might be helpful in my race to the top 10. At the same time, I'm going to be using my couple max accounts of drip and sending almost all of that drip that I'm claiming out into the garden. And I'm going to be deploying my reserves of drip BUSD and sending them into the garden as well. I've got another 10,000 drip LP tokens, which I could send in right now in one wallet and some in the other one. And if I did do that, if I put in, right, I did the maths on this, the napkin maths. If I put in about $60,000 right now into the garden, I would take that #1 spot. But that's too degenerate for me, right? If it was about 10 grand, I'd probably go for it. But instead, so I'm just going to continually keep battering away, get into top 10, and then see if I can fly off the seat of my pants, get myself into top 3, then take top 1. That's a plan. Wish me luck. Thanks. In the comments, right? Good luck, Richie. Fucking DGen. So, you know, we come to drip, right? This is my old wallet. Ledger, of course, always. And we're going to claim that 140 drip. You know, used to be loads. That was like $14,000 at some points in my life, right? But now it's not, so that's fine, because one day it might be again, and it'll be in the drip garden, and we'll be all right with that. So take that out, swapping it, turning it straight into BNB. Done. Okay. Yeah, you can also see that here, right? So recently I've decided to start buying plants, which has been me taking out everything and then rebuying back into the garden, as opposed to just compounding, which was my strategy before. And it has been working a little bit, because I was compounding quite a lot and still decreasing in my daily LP being earned. But once I started doing my strategy of taking everything out and putting it back in, I was seeing a slow rise. So I thought, that's quite interesting. So that's why I went in for it and just threw a whole bunch of LP right in there. That's what boosted me up to that 7 billion plants. So that's the current strategy, right? So the drip liberation contract is the best way to form your LP with drip, where you would take your single asset, BUSD or BNB, and then use that to then pair into drip BUSD liquidity for no tax. Of course, I'm selling drip into BNB, which incurs a 10% tax, but I'm also adding fresh BNB into that. So it's pretty good for the ecosystem overall. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is pretty good. So I take that, take the BNB, and we're going to take a 2.2 BNB, and we're going to supply that all in and get 264 more LP tokens. Yeah, right. So this should get me right up there, a little bit further in my journey to the top 10. Okay, so I grab those LPs. That's now creating, they're pairing them together in the pool. We come back to Animal Farm. We come to the drip garden once again. It's hopefully going to update without me having to refresh anything, right? You might think this is crazy. Maybe it is crazy. Maybe it's completely wrong. But I think there's something into this. I learned the strategy from using the Cake of Fortune, by the way. We're going to have a quick look at that after I've gone through with this. I'm waiting for the Animal Farm to get its stuff together and update my purchase. Okay, we've done it. Now I just need to add it to this pile. There we go. So I have 322. So 322 is going to get me just under another 2 billion plants at the moment, right? So to give a bit of an idea, if I put in another 20,000 plants, I'd be getting close to top 1 position, okay? So that's how far we've got to go to get to this top guy. And by the time we get there, of course, he's going to be even further ahead of us, because he has a huge share of the garden. He's got 11% of the market share of the garden. That's insanity, right? That's so much market share of a miner. It's not even funny. we need to take that guy down. And I'm going to take him down. Don't know who it is. Hope it's not Ray. Then if it is, game on, right? So we take that and we punch that in, right? So it's 322 more LP tokens coming into the garden. Coming at ya. All right. The fun of DeFi. DeFi is fun, right? This is not financial advice, by the way. I'm just showing you something that I've been up to recently in DeFi because the market's been a bit dull, hasn't it? So I thought I'd just make it exciting for myself because the bear market is for building. I've been stacking all like for weeks and weeks and months on drip token. And now I think it's time to make myself, getting myself in a good position for the current growing drip pump. There we are. We're almost up to 10 billion plants. 9.6. So let's see where 9.6 would take me now. I'm into top 23, 20, 20. Okay, I'm into the top 20. I'd be in position 18. But taking into account that this is 1 day late, roughly, okay? But I'm coming in there. Top 20 drip garden holder now. Getting up there. Got almost 1% of the garden under my name now. Bam. All right, good. Okay, let's keep this up. Now, the strategy I'm talking about, if you're interested, is from the Cake of Fortune. The Cake of Fortune is my best printer of the past couple of weeks, actually. And I'm using a very tried and tested method of withdrawing everything, pocketing half, and then sending the other half back in. Now, this works because the inflation on an old miner like this one, this is almost a year old, is so high that if I just compound it all the time, I'm not getting a good purchase for my capital, which I'm going to be reinvesting, right? But if I take it out and then put it back in, it actually gets me more miners or plants or whatever for the investment I'm putting in. So now I could come to the DGen wallet right now, and it would tell me in the Fortune Hunters section that I have cake to take. Yeah, I have 15.07 cake. That is exactly the same as we have here, so that is correct, right? I love this. I've got my phone too, because I made it. We made it. Me and Brian, we made it. That's right. You can get it too with the NFT. And so I've got 15 cake, right? So all you do is you take out your cake, divide that by 2. Half of it is your profit. The other half goes straight back in to this. So we'll just take 8 cake, throw it back in. Throwing back in 8 cake will get me 34 million more hunters, right, in this one. My goal for this is to get 1,000 million hunters is the goal, and I'm getting really close to that, right? The moment, yeah, I'm making between 15 to 30 cake a day, sometimes 50, I guess, if some referrals hit in, but generally about 15 to 30 cake per day, which is really great. I'm farming on PancakeSwap with like 30, 40 grand worth of ETH BNB, and it doesn't even make that much. So this is a legit printer. This is a really great DApp. As I said at the start of this video, watch out for the AMA we are running with the Shitcoin Club, yeah, our NFT project. Submit your questions now to win yourself $200 of ETH or whitelist spots, or get yourself a legacy NFT. Head over to the Shitcoin Club Twitter. Also check out Drip Marketing DAO because they're good guys. Head over to the Shitcoin Club Twitter too. Give us a follow. Get involved in the conversation as we get prepared to boost our marketing, marketing idea. We're just growing our marketing at the moment, growing our presence on Polygon, which is important. Next week, we're going to be doing some Twitter spaces with the Shitcoin Club on Twitter to try reach out to the Polygon NFT community to try and just expand the brand a little bit more. That's the plan. So follow Shitcoin Club on Twitter, get into the Google Sheet for the AMA, win yourself some prizes, check out the Drip Garden. Don't do what I'm doing because it might be completely wrong, but I want to go for the win. That's what I want. I want the win and I want it now. So I've been Richie Crypto Mischief. You guys have, as always, have been fantastic. I'm going to go do something else now. Stay DGen. Don't get wrecked. Peace.